Hair look good. Why'd you make that face, Dad?
Because I'm looking in the mirror there. I used to do it when I had no teeth, remember? I got it from Beckham's wife, used to do it all the time. Pouting, that's what it was called. You're not filming already, are you?
Yeah, I am, but can we see that?
Yeah, we can see that. When the fourth one gets two, then start babbling on quickly like. I've got people just stalking away there like quite introduced.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I love it.
No,
You introduce it.
No, it's good. Like, you have to introduce it. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Bappé Knows Best. Today's episode is called "You Are What You Eat."
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Food.
We're going to talk about food today.
Probably one of the worst addictions out there. In fact, often thought and often said, wouldn't it be great if we just didn't have to eat? We could just go through life with our energy, have to sit there, stuff our faces, and then 20 minutes, or even before we stuff our faces, get rid of what's in there before. Smell it, not for me, I don't have a smell no more. All that goes in is eating your food, sitting around, bad postures.
But why do we eat so much then if it's so good?
The buzz of the taste, yeah. What I can't get is when the queues outside these fast food service places.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy. And you know what's even crazier? These places were called takeaways, weren't they? You had them when you come out of the night club. You sort of have them once or twice a week. Now, you order them to get them nice and cold when they get there to your house.
He actually can't stand ordering a
hour
takeaway.
later.
I guess because if you're going to do it, you might as well do it and have it hot.
Absolutely, I have to pimp mine up, don't I? I get the buns, put them in the toaster, put the burger in the air fryer. I toss out any piece of salad that might be in there. Well, I don't know why people have salad, you know, with their burger, like, oh, I'm eating healthy, like, let me eat a couple of salad leaves with the burger. Hello, come on, man. Fat, yeah, the big enemy.
He sounds like a professional, to be fair, at takeaways.
No, I'm not actually. There's something in that taste, there's certain brands, yeah. It's just the 3 bites, I call it the 3 bites, and that's it. Game over. There has something that you just live for that moment. You know what, food addicts are just like crackheads. They're worse in a way, you know. It's a quick hit because that before you even finish that food and take
you feel sick already.
You don't feel like, even the people that like it, that have been talking about it all morning to go there. Oh, I don't even like this really. Why do I go there? And they're naughty, these food companies, really, you know.
Yeah, it's bad. And the advertisement, it does make you like it tastes. It does. It's nice sometimes.
Apparently like I said, I lost my son 4 years ago, but apparently they pumped the smell out the vents. I don't know how true that is.
That seems a bit extreme.
Well, yeah, no, but I've heard that for years, that they pump this out to get people in there. Oh, do they do that?
I don't know, that's weird.
Anything to sell anything, any other luck.
Okay, so then, what should we be eating then? Mr. Healthy.
Yeah, this is
I used to always, anytime, do I say it or you say it? You say you want to eat something, but you're so healthy.
Yeah,
how did that start?
She mocks me, yeah.
Oh yeah, if he says he's eating like, oh, I'm going to make a salad, I'll be like, oh, you're so healthy.
Because
that started years ago.
Yeah, because I did used to do it quite well.
Yeah, you did too.
I did. But I'm a bit of a hypocrite as well sometimes.
You were skinny to be fair.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. It caught that midlife crisis stuff caught up with me, whatever it's called.
Yeah, we spoke about that last episode.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about this episode.
That's my favourite part of the first episode.
And you know, we were... oh, yeah, that
no
bit,
more.
Yeah. We thought, well, how are we doing for time? We can't even see that. 3 minutes already, we've got 17 minutes left. Like, so I do this one a bit short.
Yeah, we're going to do it short. We're going to aim for 20 minutes. So, we don't want to bore you.
I'm going to go to sleep. Talk about food, like foods. Make you go to sleep. Bread.
That is evil.
It's a killer, man. Bread.
Yeah, that is evil.
The better it tastes, initially, the worse it is. If you can make healthy food taste good, that is an art. You know, I see all these cooking programs on Saturday morning, and they're throwing lumps of butter in there. These guys are treated like footballers or actors, you know what I mean? And you see them, and they're always, Saturday mornings, always cottoned up, full up with food programs. But they do, I have to give the BBC that. Can't mention no names.
Talking of butter though.
They put the football programme on afterwards usually. So
butter is made of my life in this house.
The butter,
there's never butter in the fridge.
Yeah, but she blames me all the time.
because he loves butter.
Yeah, I do.
If
That's
I buy
why
a
don't-
block of butter, or if he buys a block of butter, it'll be in the fridge for about 20 seconds.
No, that's enough.
It just disappears.
No, what it is, right? It's the combination
I
of bread
don't-
and butter, and then it's toast, right? It's a very basic invention. Like we're famous for it over here because we eat rubbish. But we're famous in this country for eating rubbish food, yeah. And we only have good food in London because of all people from other countries that come in and put their restaurants up. But basically, what do we have? Baked beans on toast. Sunday roast. Everyone goes mad for Sunday roast. It's so good. Just a bunch of vegetables put in a pot, yeah. Throw the chicken in, and it's such a wonderful meal. It's not a lot to it, is there? Really, it's pretty bland.
Okay,
isn't
what
it?
would you prefer? Block of butter?
No, but big fry, black pudding sausage,
Dad, we've got to
eggs,
stop.
bacon, yeah.
Like,
Now, when
literally-
it comes, if you're going to nationalise food, like, yeah, I'd say, what is your favourite dish of that country? It's got to be the English breakfast, like. I mean,
What, your favourite English meal?
yeah, I want all the rest of them. What's the other famous?
My mum's roast.
What's the other famous English meals? Roasts, fish and
Pie
chips.
and mash.
Fish and chips is good. Pie and mash, and curry, of course. Curry is actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
What
And that
kind
sounds
of
a bit of a
curry?
weird one. If it comes from England, it obviously does come from England originally. Like.
But what do you mean?
Well,
So-
it's more bought. It's more bought than anything else. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
the Chinese, but I mean, you can say fish and chips isn't really English because Jewish immigrants brought that over 100 years ago. It's all been brought over anyway. Potatoes been brought over by. That's really called Columbus, wasn't it, or something? I think? Yeah.
I don't know.
The turnip, I think, was brought over for thousands of years. The parsnip was another one. We don't even eat these things anymore. They're all streaky and that. We have them at Christmas once a year. They usually
Anyway,
left on
I'm
the side of
actually
the plate.
genuinely curious to know how long a block of butter lasts in people's household. Because actually, I've stopped buying it now.
That's what I'm saying.
because-
Food
You
is addiction. Butter on toast, you can't beat it.
That-
You can have
that's one
anything.
of
You can have
your
marmite, you can have
addictions,
peanut
isn't
butter, you can have scrambled, you can have fried eggs, you can have all these things. You can have an omelette on toast. You can have so many things with
But
toast,
you need
man.
butter. But then that shows. That's why we don't buy it anymore. Because you are what you eat.
I mean, I have a little thing here.
Bum.
It's called hot.
Can't help it.
I know it's bad, isn't it? It's terrible, mate. And we thought of doing this exercise thing where we take photographs of each other every week. And I thought to myself, if we do that, we're just gonna.
No, we need
What we're
to.
gonna do is blow out the first week, so it's like that. Without doing the exercise, we're eating any healthy food. The next week, just breathing a slightly bit more. And the second week, and just breathing
No,
really
it's not.
tightly on the
That's
fourth
not
and
true.
fifth
That's not
week,
how
and
it
suddenly
works.
like you've conned a whole bunch of people.
Well, first of all, we're not going to show
Thousands.
anyone the pictures. They're just for us.
Oh, are they? I thought you said we were going to do all that 1 week before and after stuff.
Oh, you can do if you want to.
Well,
But not if you
the-
breathing
no,
in.
no,
You've
but-
got to actually do
no,
a
but
training
the point
session
of-
and
the point-
eat good food.
That's what we're trying to say. You can, by showing photographs, it doesn't mean anything to anyone, right? Because it's basically saying, just start breathing in and out.
You can do Photoshop.
And all, yeah, and all this nonsense.
Yeah, but we'll know if it's
Photoshop,
real. Like,
right?
don't breathe in. Just don't breathe in.
No, what I'm trying to say is, it's like when you show pictures and stuff, so when I watch all that nonsense on the YouTube, yeah, I know a lot of it's fabricated. And I think,
On the YouTube.
and they always give you the stuff that you think you're going to like, yeah. So the person that you think's a bit of an idiot on there, suddenly the most evil person in the world, right? Because they've all ganged up on this person that you've algorithmed up there.
You've totally algorithmed YouTube on the TV.
Yeah, but algorithms everyone, don't it? You put something online.
Yeah, but no one else watches YouTube on that TV.
Because they watch all their silly little things, right? What are they called? Walking around like this all the time, yeah.
It is bad. You see everyone else.
It's, you can't, no one can see it, how terrible.
Unless you haven't got a phone.
Unless you haven't got a phone, yeah. Because you're walking around like that and everyone's like that.
No, every now and then, I mean, I'm normally on it, but I also drive most places. But when I do look around, sometimes I'm like, oh, it's quite bad.
No,
Every
because
single or
you've
if
woken,
they're not-
you've woken up, you're out of your little bubble there, and suddenly you think, oh, I better watch out what I'm driving over.
No, I don't do it when I'm driving.
Not anymore. They took a while, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
eh? Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Seeing a few cars in the distance, smoke coming out, oh, that could be me next time, like, and all that.
I don't do that. Don't call me out like that.
That's what we're going to call that food anymore.
I know.
We're supposed to stay
Back
on
to
subject.
food.
Back to-
No,
oh
we've
my
got-
God, look, we've done half of it already. We haven't even covered it. Right, stick to the basics, yeah? If it ain't from the ground,
Oh,
try
yeah.
not to eat. Eat what you want.
All right, so let's do a challenge then for us.
Right,
From this moment.
No, not from this moment. Because
Yeah,
I'll tell you
from
why.
this moment. No, you're not having a fry up after
No,
this.
no. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why not from this moment. Because we've got a little occasion to go this afternoon. My mum puts on a spread, right? So my
Oh,
mum,
wow, and it's 40th wedding anniversary.
I don't know if we're supposed to mention this, like, you know,
Why not?
Flocking,
Happy anniversary, your man.
Their best wishes and all that, like, yeah. And those
We
big
love you.
traffic jams outside her house and all that. Anyway, she's gonna have a little pick and mix, and my mum, she loves it. She's from that generation, like, you stuff yourself, the more you eat, you know. None of us a bit like that. If you're not eating right, there's something wrong with you, innit? Because they probably remember days when food was, there was only a couple of bits.
She does do a good feast on the party, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she's hired out some caterers and all that.
Yeah.
Giving all the posh ones.
I know, we better dress you up a bit.
She's dressed up for the trust. I'm not doing my hair right. Yeah,
She does do your hair.
So go back to the food thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so go on. What's the challenge? All right, should we start Monday morning then?
Yeah, Monday morning.
We'll start Monday morning until we record the next podcast.
Yeah.
And we'll try and do the podcast like later in the week, so at least it's like...
Well, like 3 days of like,
No.
just eating
How about
nuts
5?
and seed. Yeah, but
You can't do that, you need some butter.
no, listen, right, she's going to be my personal trainer, right, so she's going to train me up, yeah. So we just admit certain things, yeah, we can't have. Not say we can only eat raw. I mean, ideally, you'd have, because we've got everything available now, you can eat everything as it's from the ground, pure, organic preferably, obviously. Uncooked, how about that one?
Uncooked.
Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
I like that boring, doesn't it? So shit, that's the ultimate one. If you can see with the animals, let's get on to the animals or food. Why doesn't why doesn't it taste so sweet? Because
why are we not all vegan?
no, really, because
that makes you live longer.
I feel a bit bad, like, you know, for the animals and that. For most of them, because most of them have suffered, you know. There's a few that like to run around. Cost you about £20 for a piece of steak for those ones, but other than that, the rest of them have got a pretty miserable life, you know.
Yes,
Steroided up, but
you can't really know, do you?
they say happy animal. They say happy, unhappy animal, unhappy meat. It's not going to do you any good.
Yeah, but how do you really know?
We don't know about this, but I always.
Advertisement, I guess it's safer just not eat it.
But it's about the love of the way something's lived. That I'm sure that if it's lived well, that the meat is better for you. It's like one of the reasons I don't eat out a lot, yeah, because I can't stand sitting in restaurants.
No, because you get claustrophobic.
I'm hungry, I get claustrophobic. But one of the other reasons is I don't know what kind of day that chef has had. Because if that chef ain't making my food with love, that food isn't going to be good. He might cover out the spices and all that, yeah. But later on, I might have a bad day, and it might have been because he was slapping the customers, you know what I mean? And, all that. And it's true, because I often hear people say, "Oh, you made it with love. That's what counts." Da, 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 da.
I feel like you can taste a meal that's made of love, like when it's been made at home, and you can taste when it's just been slapped up really quickly.
Yeah. When you rush in, you're not in the mood, it comes out bad, man. It looks bad and it tastes bad.
Yeah.
And all the rest of it. So that's the reason I don't eat out, because a lot of these fast food
Chef
places,
might have a bad day.
well, come on, man, they're on, what is it, minimum £12 an hour or whatever, they're not going to be happy about standing there and that. And, you know, he might be a good one and don't care about the money. He's just got here and 12 quid an hour is brilliant, but once he gets into the grindstone and realises that minimum wage ain't been cutting it, then he's going to be pissed off that he's got to be there every day just to do what? Just to survive. I mean, we're not distracted. The point is, I don't eat out generally because I don't know what the chef's been up to.
Yeah, you just...
Can't stop going around restaurants interviewing chefs like, what kind of day have you
How
had,
was your
mate?
day?
Yeah, how was your day today? Well, what about your sous chef? He looks a bit happy. You're like, let him cook my dinner, alright? He makes the salad, I think, the sous chef.
Sous chef.
Sous chef. I'll just have a salad today, but better. Salad.
You can still spit in a salad.
Yeah, but it's a sous chef, he's had a good day. The chef's the one who's had a bad day. Yeah. But we sort of, but listen, we're going to keep this sort of sweet, yeah? Food, yeah? You know what I used to think about people that used to eat, and I tell, and I still do, and I feel bad. I judge in my head, but that's the judgment.
Yeah,
remember that.
I mean, I think everyone's a judger though.
I think we all go, no, I think things 10 times worse than that. I don't say them, do I? Come on, man, we all think. What are you looking at, right? You're looking at a backhander. No, mate, you're not going to say that. You think, why don't I think that about him? Just because he looks a bit funny. You know what I mean? You think, I don't know what other people think, and I'm a nice guy. So what about the nutters? They're thinking that 24/7, like, you know what I mean?
I guess so.
Like a lot of venues, and I think being overweight is basically disrespecting yourself. Unless you obviously got a, what's it called, people get depressed, they eat, overeat and stuff. There's different reasons why people eat, but generally being lazy, like sloth. This is my problem. I can't even do the things I like. I don't even mind doing a bit of exercise and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but I'm even too lazy to do that now.
No, you're not. We're starting today.
Yeah, she's taking me down the back there. She's got a newly built gym there.
We might do the next episode in the gym.
I mean, I've been going in there for 2 years, fishing around all the rubbish, trying to do my little bit. And
I don't know how you did that. Literally,
like,
he would, whatever the gym looked like, he would just make this space around the boxing bag, because that's all that was hanging in there, boxing bag and crap. And then we made this really nice gym, and he hasn't been there yet. It's been there like
too nice.
a week or two.
It's too nice. It's like reminds me of one of these places that I walk past with
Nice.
where they have their phone there, you know, spying on the other people, right? When they shouldn't be setting each other up in their cameras. You shouldn't be looking at me while I'm training and all that, yeah.
It's our gym.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is basically that's why I never go in these places. You've got like 10% going like that, they're going mental, like trying to get an heart attack, and the other 90% they ain't doing it. But that's another day, it's exercise, not food, you know.
Anyway, we're starting. So we're going to have a challenge this week, a food challenge this week. Wait, what is the
The
challenge?
point,
I need
the
to know
point, the
this.
point I'm saying, it's not just about burning calories. People think, I've got 3,000 calories, I need 2.5, I'm going to lose. You are going to lose weight.
Yeah.
But it's not just about losing weight, it's about healthily losing weight. Don't just,
Yeah, but when you've got a bit of a belly, I've got a belly too. We've got to lose calories. But that comes from training.
I'm not even eating that much.
Yeah, but that's only been for the past week. You've only just trying to slow down.
No, she's going to do this. Unless
We're going to do a fitness program. Yeah, we'll talk about fitness next week. But yeah, we're going to eat healthy. It was difficult this week, although I've been trying to eat healthy, but it's because it was half term, so it's like a lot going on. We had FC Wimbledon getting promoted.
Yeah,
start of the week.
I know, Charlton, they won a cup, they got promoted to the Championship. Palace won the FA Cup. Tottenham won the Europa League. Chelsea won the Conference League. We come second.
I've got nothing.
The semi-final of the Champions League. And we beat Real Madrid and we got Championship. All that effort, man. Not fair, is
Jack
it?
Bleak.
Jack Bleak, yeah. Shit, that's shit.
No, I've always
Listen,
said that's a bad
I'm
word.
allowed to use the MF word more than I'm allowed to use fat. Oh, FAT.
You're allowed to use it now.
Yeah, I can use it on myself. Fat. You double F.
Wait, what's the other one?
Fat bleep. What do you think it is, man? So,
Double F.
L
Double F boobs.
L double F. Lazy.
Lazy.
Obviously you are. And no, that's not fair because there's people out there who are big and they're not lazy. It's
Yeah,
hard.
it's
It's,
true.
you know,
That is why you can't judge,
I sympathise now, and the universe has struck me down and said, like, listen, you'll take the piss you are. Even if you're thinking about these fat pigs and get a grip and all that. Now,
You've never.
I come over that fence the other day when the ball went over.
You did, but you just.
I know, but I just got a leg over there and the belly just rolled over there, man, and it was terrible, man.
You just plumped.
She put a 10-kilo vest on to go running the other day. I don't even have to do that, man. That is about the amount. It's been stone and a half.
It's heavy.
Proper measurement.
I didn't realise how heavy it was when I ordered it.
And that's about what I need
I
to
should
lose
have got
at least.
5.
5 stone and
But
a half.
it's not. You can't remove. It's just the best is 10k, and that's
Brilliant.
my shoulders.
I mean, they're driving down the road, they're looking at Mars, but they talk about K's. They want anything it takes.
Who's they?
Yeah, who's they?
You always.
The car drivers. The people that are polluting my air. Not so bad anymore, you're better now.
Your air.
Yeah. People say, what have you contributed to society? And I'll say, nothing. But what are you doing to my planet? I say to them. You know what I mean? Even trotting off to go to work in the morning, you're burning up stuff, wasting stuff. That's
I've got an
for another day.
electric car.
You've got what?
I've got an electric car.
I know, I've got to back off now with that. Just think about the poor children who've got to do all that out of the mine
Oh
in
my
the poor
God.
country. Like, yeah. I've got to think about that as well. At least as long as my lungs are better, that's all I can. Right, back onto the food, yeah.
So
Well,
okay,
we're going to do a chat because we're
yeah,
going to
what's the
switch off in a minute, like, because if you haven't already switched off already, like, yeah.
Yeah,
You've
but we had good viewing in our first episode. You know, we had 50.
You reckon you got about?
No, we had 59. I didn't realise actually
But
until
you
I
know-
posted it that you on Spotify you can watch and listen. So I originally was going to put it on YouTube and Spotify. I then realised it was both, so I left it on Spotify on the launch day last Monday. We got 59 views on Spotify, but then I also later put it on YouTube. I didn't even actually post the YouTube link, but we had 5 views on there.
But I'm going to be.
Someone found it. 5 people.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Go on, be honest.
I don't care if I get another view, but because this
No,
is my only...
I was shocked. I've
No,
got to be like 5
no,
people.
I'm not. Watch it, obviously, but this is the only way I can have a conversation with her.
Don't lie.
If these
No,
things,
it's
if these
not.
contraptions weren't here, I couldn't sit and talk to her for 20 minutes just for that. She'd be clicking away there, making something out of doing this. It doesn't count, but this
Yeah, that's
counts, yeah? And if that's what it takes.
So this is why we're doing it, really, just so we can have
So I
the
can
quality
have 20
sound
minutes.
together.
It's the only other time I can talk to her when she's in the car when she's not supposed to look at that phone.
I don't look at my phone when I'm driving.
Occasionally, your hand trembles as it goes over.
No,
like
I
needs
close
to,
it up
yeah?
now.
You had
So
a
I
mind,
don't.
you had a
I
mind from a
can't.
cold turkey when you come back from that party because you left your phone here for 2 hours, didn't you? It's going on my phone like, look, aren't you proud of me? You're proud of you left
Yeah,
it.
I know.
What
I,
do you mean?
said,
You
I
left
walked
it
in
on
the house
purpose,
yesterday.
like.
I left the phone at home for 2 hours. I walked in. I was like, Daddy, you proud of me? I left my phone for 2 hours.
You're proud of me not come back in an ambulance like that because I'm so like
It's so extra.
withdrawn, like, you know? Oh man, it's good
It's
for
so
you.
extra.
It's good for you.
I know. I did. Could have taken a picture though. in
One
those
day,
2 hours.
one day we can have a chat about these things, yeah?
Yeah, no, to be fair, when we start talking sometimes I'm like, no, Dad, stop. Save that for the podcast.
Yeah. See what I mean? I'm thinking, see, I don't talk to... The reason I can just ramble on it, because I don't talk to anyone during it. No one talks to me anyway. They're all on their phones, yeah? The only ones that I communicate with the kids, the cats and the dogs, that's it. Anyway,
Dad, I talk to you sometimes.
yeah, hello. Do you want to get anything
Can I
when
have
I
tea,
come back from
please?
work? Can I have a tea, please? Yeah. We've got your food in the fridge.
No,
Food
you make me sound like a really bad daughter.
in the fridge. What we're talking about.
Yeah, food. Right, before we finish up,
Yeah,
challenge.
yeah, we've got to do a challenge, like, so
What
we
is
can
a
come back
challenge?
next week, like, we'll eat.
And we can talk about it. We have to be fully honest.
Oh, alright, yeah.
We have to be fully honest.
Apart from today, right, because my mum's finished, she's going to have all these
And
stuff.
I want some other
things
people to do this challenge too.
there. I don't know, but what are we going to do? We're going to do 5 days, yeah?
Let's do Monday to Friday and then we'll do the
Or
podcast
should we just
on
do
the
100
weekend.
hours? 100 hours sounds sweet. I'm going to go about 100 days if someone's been in office 100 days. We're going to go 100 hours, yeah?
Alright, cool.
Just over 4
That's
days, yeah?
numbers. Like Grana Victor.
Okay. So if we
Oh,
start...
how have we not given Grana Victor a shout
If
out
we
on food? Grana Victor was the best chef.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and
He even made vegan food. No offense, vegans. No offense, vegan chefs. But he made vegan food taste like cheesy and meaty.
but it did.
Cheesy and meaty,
but,
it did.
But even with his talents, it did take him 6 to 9, 10 months. It took him nearly a year to get it right. He had to trial and error, like.
Anyway,
it was
the
really-
meals I had,
No, because
I could be a vegan.
No,
if
but
Grana
he-
Victor cooked for me every day.
he could do that thing, and we got to look after him.
Yeah, he was
You know,
talented.
the way they
You
ran
must
it,
have that talent in you. You do make Grana Victor X though, don't you, sometimes?
yeah, when I'm not getting distracted like that.
Yeah.
You've got to do it right.
It's a lot of distractions
You've got to
now.
get him out. Yeah. You've got to get him out right.
Sorry, I just had to give Grana
Otherwise,
Victor a shout out.
otherwise you end up with
What?
Mickey D eggs. Rubber.
Right,
Anyway.
challenge, let's go. Tell me what we're doing. 100 hours of.
Right, not eating dairy, not eating bread.
Okay, bread, yeah, that's evil. Bread's evil. Cheese is a necessity, but okay.
That's only for 4 days.
We're
4
weaners.
days. 4 days and 4 hours. That's all
Yeah,
we've
but
got to do.
we're
4 and 4,
weaners.
yeah.
We are wieners. Wieners cannot
No.
be vegan.
This is not genetically modified, enhancing your system that you can or cannot do these things. Yeah. Right. Dairy I don't eat anyway. So it's not
Wonder
good
if
for
any
me.
of our... Oh
Bread-
yeah, we do have a wiener vegan in the
Well,
family.
we've got to do a bit more than this bread and cheese and eggs. Only like, eh?
We do have a wiener vegan in the family.
Yeah, we
Um,
have. We've got
Anyway,
a
sorry,
couple.
challenge. Let's go.
Um,
No dairy, no bread. Start on Monday.
is that it? That's
No, meat.
That's a late, eh?
No meat.
I've been thinking about that one, right? No, I've been watching this thing about getting old and getting old and old people. This is weird, right? Need to eat more protein and actually.
Protein shakes.
I've never really done weights and that, but even I'm going to do some squats then because
I'm going to give you a protein shake after our workout. We're going to go and work out now, and then we'll have a protein shake. He's got a thing about protein
yeah, because
shake.
they're called-
But why?
they're called double B shakes, bad breath shakes.
Just protein.
I've smelt when a couple of people that take them, right? They got rank. This is back in the day when I could smell, right? And then I heard it, not on YouTube, on a program, right?
On YouTube.
That these things, and it is because of all the crap in it. There is a lot
It's
of crap
not
in it. They're all, yeah, but just because it's got healthy things in it, they've all been put together, like, it doesn't mean it's good for a bit of instant, like.
But if you're eating vegan and you want to eat protein, then drink
Do
it.
you know what? I think we should just buy quality meat and eat that. Just only grass fed, yeah.
What about fish? Let's eat fish. That's what you eat. I feel like I need to be more drastic than just...
Do you know what? This is not a challenge.
No.
No dairy, no bread. I mean, it's just
Yeah, it's
lame.
not a challenge.
It's a lame challenge. We've got to just eat.
No
To
meat.
do some of that, just eat.
No.
No, it has to grow. It has to
Okay,
come from the ground.
alright, it has to come from the ground.
And you
The
can't
challenge
cook.
is-
And you can't cook.
I'll cook for the kids. I
It'll be hard.
can't give them a.
Listen, man, they're healthy. They're better off eating. Give them a load of watermelon and grapes and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
that's true.
and a couple of bits on toast. They're probably eating better than just eating chicken and chips. To be honest with you.
Alright, so basically, for 100 hours, we're going to only eat food that is grown. Only eat food from the ground.
Yeah, and yeah,
What's
only
up?
from the ground or the trees. Yeah,
Ground.
that we could have
Grown.
picked. That we could have picked. I mean, we're lucky enough to have bits and pieces from all around the world and
I'm
just
already
go to a
hungry.
supermarket. Yeah,
Thinking about
we don't have to do this
the
today.
next
Yeah.
100 hours.
What we could do is start at 8 o'clock this evening. That's the 4 hours till the end, and then do it right
Oh,
until
good idea.
midnight Thursday if you want. But do you want to eat at midnight
No,
Thursday?
finish it on like.
Finish it for
Right.
we'll have breakfast tomorrow.
Right, let's wrap up.
No.
then.
Yeah, let's wrap up. Come. We didn't
We'll
really
figure
come.
out what's up. We're going to do 100 hours of it.
Yeah.
Who is going to join us? Raise your hand, comment, like, subscribe.
When should we? Oh yeah, they do all that on there, don't
When
they?
say that, yeah, you know.
Yeah, but it's like,
Comment, like,
but they
subscribe.
sound, you know what, they sound really desperate when they say that. Come and say like. If you like, I'm not going to make you like this. I don't expect you to
Okay,
like
you don't
it.
have to like it.
I don't expect you to
You
get to
don't
the
have
end of this 20 minutes, because do I watch 20 minutes over there?
No,
This
no
is
one
flipping
does.
with
That's
50,
why we've
100,000
shortened it. We've
views,
already
like.
gone over 20 minutes. Right,
Have
we're
we
going to
really?
stop. Yeah, we're going to stop. But at least comment and let us know who's joining us on our 100 hours of.
Just food you can
grow.
find. If you want to eat your fish raw, you can, but you can't cook it. This is before we invented fire, right? Yeah.
Salmon. No, we're not
You
eating
can't
fish.
smoke salmon. You can smoke.
Oh,
You haven't
okay.
got time. You can only get what you can.
Okay.
And if you are going to eat raw meat or some raw fish, yeah. No, we don't have to eat that stuff, man. But you can't.
Nuts and seeds.
Yeah, you can't eat like a vegan burger because
No,
it's
nuts and seeds.
nothing.
100 hours.
You can't eat pasta.
No, I don't.
Rice is beaten, but you have to cook rice, so we're not going to have rice either. So we're going to lose bundles for 4 days. We're going to be miserable with anything.
Cheers.
Like, we're going to be so
Here's the
miserable.
episode 2.
We're going to be moaning at people.
You're going to be so grumpy.
Bitching and everything like that. I mean,
We'll let you know how it goes. Let us know if you're going to join us on 100 hours.
So we'll be stopping like, well, if we're going to start, say, should we just start at 8 o'clock tonight?
Yeah.
We'll have a little meal at 7, 8 o'clock.
They
yeah?
can't start 8 o'clock tonight because I'm not posting it
And
until
then-
8 o'clock in the morning. But they can do 100 hours at some point.
So, we'll start 8 in the morning, and then on Friday midday is 100 hours later. We can have our first big brunch, yeah.
Bosh.
Like
Cheers.
that. We'll start at 8 o'clock in the morning, yeah.
See you next week.
We've got
Good luck.
20 minutes and 24 hours of stuffing ourselves now.
Yes.
Every horrible thing
Butter.
that we can imagine.